Sky News investigation can reveal a worrying rise in levels of microplastics that are finding their way into large swathes of our farmland. An Australian first study has discovered fertiliser, previously considered environmentally friendly, is being contaminated, raising serious concerns about the potential impact on food production and organic farming. Jonathan Lee has this exclusive report.
To the naked eye, this dish looks empty, but what Shima Zia-Jerome can see through her microscope should send shivers through Australia's $80 billion a year agriculture industry.
I was hoping to find nothing because it means that our agricultural soil is clean and healthy.
What she sees are microplastics in a soil sample that are full of chemicals.
To be honest, this is the contamination we produce. And it's coming back to us.
The Griffith University team has spent 3 painstaking years researching the issue. Today, Sky News can reveal the results. At the centre of the study are fertilisers, known as biosolids, until now considered environmentally friendly. But researchers have found they contain rising levels of microplastics that don't easily degrade, can pollute farmland and potentially enter the food chain. Biosolid is made from waste taken from filtered sewage. But 146 samples from 13 sewage plants across the country found the supposedly organic fertiliser that it creates was filled with these microplastics that could last for centuries.
In a small amount of biosolid we analysed, I would say around 10 grams, we found thousands of microplastics, which is huge.
And when Shima's team tested 2 farms which used biosolid fertiliser, it found the microplastics in their precious soil.
The plastics in here that we can't see, eaten by the earthworms, get absorbed by the plants, they leach out more chemicals, and then they grow in the fruit and the food that we eat.
True. So most of them are ending up on our plate.
Considered to be cheap and green, Sky has been told around 400,000 tonnes of biosolid is spread on farms in Australia every year. However, researchers estimate every tonne contains up to 1.7 kilos of microplastics, or as many as 150,000 tiny pieces per kilo. This bead is from plastic in makeup. What looks like string is likely polyester that's washed out of our clothes. So you're telling me we're fertilising our fields and farms with microplastics and not realising it?
Yes.
Am I right in saying that you could have a farm which is certified as organic using fertiliser from a sewage treatment plant, thinking it's doing the right thing, which has actually got soil filled full of microplastics?
True, unfortunately. So you might have like a organic food you're eating, but it might have microplastic in it.
Dr. Mark Brown from the University of New South Wales studies plastics and debris.
Chemical industry's really been able to get away with an awful lot. They produce 15,000 new chemicals every single day. Less than 0.3% of those who have any form of chemical regulation. When they've given earthworms these types of particles, they've lost weight, some of them have died.
Barnaby Joyce isn't surprised.
It'll also make the banks worry if they say, well, if your land's contaminated, we have to have a revaluation on that.
With the impact of the chemicals unknown, the former Deputy PM says organic farms could face an unseen crisis.
Well, they've got a real problem, haven't they? Because unwittingly they might have introduced it into their farm.
Digging the dirt on plastic has never been more important. Jonathan Lee, Sky News.